Okay, we're gonna get started. All praise to Yahweh by Shem Abshah. Double honor to the apostles and the brothers speaking truth around the world. Shalom. This lesson about the wicked be put out. All this homosexuals and lesbians, all this thing going off is going against the Most High laws. That's we're gonna get to this scripture. I'm gonna do this so fast and right. I'm going to Leviticus chapter 18 and 22. They should not lay with mankind as womankind it is abomination. Neither should they lay with any beast to devour themselves. There was neither should any woman stand for the beast, lay down thereof. It is confusing. Defile not yourself in any of those things, for in all of those nations is defiled, which cast out before you, and the land is defiled. Therefore I will visit your iniquity, therefore, upon any, and the land itself vomit out her inhabitant. And should therefore keep my statute and my judgment, and should not commit any of those abominations, neither any of their own nations, any strangers that sojourn among you. For all those abominations have the man of the land does, which were before you, and the land is defiled. The land spoiled not they own also, when they defile it also it spoiled out of the nation that was before you. For whosoever should commit any of these abominations, even the soul committed them that shall be cut off from among the peoples. Verse 30, therefore should keep my ordinance and that committed not any of one of those abomination customers which was committed before you, and that defile not yourself. Therein I am the Lord your power. Right? That's what you got in this wicked world. That's what the lesson called the wicked should be put out. Because this world is really confusing. Babylon the Great is confusing without this lesbian and marrying no man. It's just wicked, It's just, he gonna destroy this. And there's a lot of confusion going on in Babylon the Great. And it's got to be destroyed. It's got to. And we just again move on. They should not lay with mankind as womankind. It is abomination. Neither should they lay with any beast to devour themselves. There were neither should they any woman stand before the beast to lay down. It is confusion. Defile not yourself any of those things, for it's all those nations are defiled, which cast out before you. I'm going to read. And the land is defiled thereof. Therefore, do visit their iniquity, therefore upon it, and lay itself vomit in her and inhabit. Oh, I didn't show that. Let me get it again. So, excuse me. Didn't show the whole screen. I'll read it again. So I can excuse me on that. Leviticus 18:22. They should not lie with mankind, as womankind it is abomination. Neither should they lie with any beast to devour themselves. There was neither should they any woman stand before the beast to lie down. Therefore is confusion. Defile not yourself in any of those things, for in all those are nations are defiled, which cast out before you. And the land is defiled, therefore I do visit the iniquity, therefore upon it and the land itself vomit out her inhabitant. They should therefore keep my statute and my judgment, should not commit any of those abominations, neither any of their own nation, a stranger sojourn among you. For all those abominations have man laid that was before you, and the land is defiled, and the land spoiled not out also when defile it as spoiled out of the nation there was before you. For whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the soul that committed shall be cut off from among the peoples. Therefore should keep my ordinance that committed not any of what of those things, no, of those abomination customers which was committed before you, that defile not yourself therein. I am the Lord your power. Defile not yourself. That's what's going on. Okay, we're going to go Leviticus chapter 20 and 13. You know, it's all about got transmission, got a boy, want to be a girl. You got a girl, want to be a man. It's all confused. If a man also lay with mankind, also he lay with a woman, both that had committed abomination, they shall surely be put to death. Their blood should be upon them. If a man take his wife and the mother is wicked, and they should be burnt with fire, both he that had been that he that there been no wicked among you. So we're gonna move on. I'm gonna read this again. We're gonna read Leviticus 20 and 13. If a man also lay with mankind, as he lay with a woman, both of them had committed abomination, they should surely be put to death. Their blood should be upon them. All right, move on. Malachi chapter 4:1. For behold, the day come that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud and all that do wicked shall be stubborn. The day come and they burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts. They shall leave them not a root or a branch. Yeah, okay. Read 3. And they shall be turned down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the sole of their foot. The day that shall do, saith the Lord of hosts. Read it one more time. Malachi chapter 4:1. Behold, the day come shall be burned. Hold on, for the block. For behold, the day come should they be burned as an oven, and all the proud and all that do wicked shall be stubborn, and that day come shall be burnt them up, saith the Lord of hosts. They shall leave them not a rooted or a branch. Right, that day come. Right, these scriptures fast. Okay, over to Amos. Behold, the eye of the Lord, our power is upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from the face of the earth, of the face of the earth. Say that I will not only destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. Right. Behold, the eye of the Lord, our power is upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Say that I will not only destroy the house of, said the Lord, house of Jacob, said the Lord. Sorry. Okay, so hold on here. All right, hold on. Let me go to my Bible. Then we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to 2 Peter 3, and we'll read. We're gonna read 13. Nevertheless, be accounted his promise. Look for a new heaven, new earth, where the dwell in righteousness. Right, the dwell in righteousness. Look here. Sounds great. It's all confusing on this land. Confusing. Then we're gonna move on again. Revelation 22 and 10. Then we're gonna show you. He that unjust still, let him be unjust. And he just filthy, let him be filthy still. And he just righteous, let him be righteous still. And he just holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quick, and my reward is with me. I give every man according to his works. Shall be, I'm the Alpha and the Omega, in the beginning and the end, and the first and the last. So,
This is how I like my color. Renewed and youthful looking, without any grays, and feeling strong. I've never been more in love with my hair.
What's good? Trans and cis are relatively new, and this transgender quote woman apostrophe right, so called, they made a video complaining about the fact that guys will give them give the person compliments. The person says that they call call the transgender person beautiful and all this stuff. But when they find out the true sexuality, that the transgender female was born a man, they don't want to deal with the transgender female anymore. And actually, let me go ahead and let the transgender female speak about it in their own way. So let me go ahead and do that. We'll play that clip.
So today has been very interesting in the sense that I just don't understand certain guys. They will literally hit on you, ask you for pictures, you send them pictures, you send them videos, you send them everything, And they're calling you beautiful. They're calling you whatever. You're even speaking in the videos, and they don't care. I just don't understand the mentality that the minute that you tell them that you are transgender, everything changes. So, because I just told you that I was born a different gender at one point, all the compliments and all the beauty that you saw goes away.
All right, you guys heard what the transgender female had to say, right? And we must call the person, the transgender female, was born, the quote unquote, she was born a man. So that's what, that's the language that we're using for the sake of the video. What time are we living in, okay? And this is no disrespect to anybody that believes in the trans. I know this conversation doesn't happen in YouTube, and this is the mentality of most guys, where the transgender person, in this case, the transgender female feels like, well, I was born a man, but I feel like I'm a woman. I am a woman, okay? So I'm changing into what I am. I act like a woman. I do my makeup like a woman. I am a woman. I'm just a transgender woman, okay? Like how you have the right to feel like how you feel about your sexuality, many people have the right to feel like, well, you're not born a woman, so I don't want to talk to you if you were born something else, okay? Because I'm gonna be honest, if it comes out, and we do know that, the LGBT community has fought for the rights for people to be considered trans and cis, and, the LGBT community lobbies for, certain rights and things like that. And, obviously, we will tell the truth. Gay people have been discriminated against and, in a certain context and, harassed. Like nobody will say that never happened. We do understand that. So the gay community has responded in unity for many of the rights that it has today. Okay. And, and being able to operate in trans or cis genders is one of the rights that they have. But just because you have that right to do so doesn't mean that people don't have personal preference. And I think this is what a lot of people, such as this transgender person, doesn't understand. Just because you can consider yourself a transgender female and society considers yourself a transgender female, that doesn't change people's personal opinion. Let's say for instance, in the black the black community, nobody these days will go out and, as much as it used to be, perform hate speech against the LGBT community, okay? But we do know in many communities, homosexuality or, being transgender in secret, the talks are behind the closed doors. A lot of people, while they may not have a problem with you doing it, they don't want to be associated with that. And what happens is if a guy knows that you were born a man and that comes out, the transgender person has already come out and lived their truth. They can't be exposed, but for, the man who is supposedly heterosexual, if it comes out that you are in love with a transgender woman, you have everything to lose. You do lose everything. See, society doesn't talk about that. Society protects those people who are transgender or gay and they come out. But if a guy doesn't know that you have this situation and it's found out, he is going to be, he's going to be ruined. And what if he's not gay, right? And I will give, credit to the transgender female for letting people know, like, hey, listen, this is what I am, okay? And you got to give some respect, because you know what? There are some transgender people that won't even tell you, according to, you hear certain hate crimes where, certain people have been attacked or physically assaulted. But, I will give credit to this particular individual for at least letting people know, hey, I know you're complimenting me. I know that you're, you're interested, but this is my situation, right? And let's kind of talk about this. Guys who are saying because the person I'm referring to her as she for the
Yeah, it's just wicked. Wicked. Y'all are gonna be destroyed. Hold on, let me see. This ain't working. I'm gonna let it go. Well, let me see. I'm gonna remove this. Can't let it go. Let me see. Yeah, I can't find it. But all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Habashah, double honor to the apostles and the brother, speaking the truth of the world. Shalom.